What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. My name's Yay Gamer. This is the first official episode that we're launching on YouTube. We'll have some more content with me and some friends coming out pretty soon. I wanted to start off with something simple, so I thought the Stanley Parable would be a great game to start off with for the channel. I've seen people like Jacksepticeye and Markiplier, some big names, play this game. I've played a little bit of it myself before, but I went ahead and started it over so you guys can experience it with me. I know there's like 42 or something ends and endings to the Ultra Deluxe, which is what we're playing. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Let's see, I do want subtitles on, so let's go ahead and get the subs. Have I played the Stanley Parable before? I have played a little bit of it before, but I'm going to say no, just because I want to get the full experience. Adjust the slider till the computer is fairly visible. That looks pretty good. Let's see. Please enter the current time. It's actually 12:01 a.m. right now, so let's see. Okay. Cool. Alright, let's begin the game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's
Let's go
job
watch
was
this
simple.
intro.
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push.
Also, my background is the back rooms, because the Stanley Parable
This
reminds
is
me of the
what
back rooms,
employee
so I thought that would be
427
funny.
did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-lifting, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was...
It kind of sounds like any job, like just constantly getting orders and constantly doing
And then
simple,
one day, something
minute
very
tasks.
peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the
Maybe he should be
monitor for him
thankful.
to
You got like an
follow.
hour paid break.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting.
Sounds pretty cool to
or
me.
Even say,
Sit at my desk for an hour and get paid.
never in all his years at the company
That's the
had
dream.
this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright, so for the first run, let's do exactly what the
All
narrator
of his
says.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I missed a memo. Oh no. I mean, I was at my computer. Pretty sure I would have known if that memo came through. Let's see.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, alright. Go in the door on my left.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Synergize. Core values. Expenditures. Shift global market. Monetize free-to-play. Oh my gosh. Monetize free-to-play. You know, this game came out in 2022, and I feel like free-to-play has been monetized. We can check that off the board. It's done. We did it. We monetized free-to-play. Things... Money, more money. Things, but with money to buy more things, and graphs. Graphs, question mark. But graphs about things plus money. The stock market is somewhere in here. Colored in segment. Yeah, and that is a colored in segment. What is hot? Profits, 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 profits. Hey, one of this says profits, like somebody that likes predicts the future, and the rest of them are profits like money. So maybe the key to profits is to hire a profit. Ooh, room closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Well, I said we're listening to the narrator, so I guess I turned around and got back on track.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to
going
his
upstairs.
boss's office.
Boss's office. I'm assuming is that? Yes.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
I'm stunned.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief
I'm
who
stunned.
orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on
Yes, I just
Stanley
random
happened
buttons.
to
Got it
enter
right.
the correct code by sheer luck.
By sheer luck.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay, so we're gonna go to this passageway and nothing there. Let's see what's over here. Button. I need to turn the crosshair on. Last time I played this, I had the crosshair on, and it was actually pretty helpful.
Descending deeper into the building,
I'm just gonna do that real quick. Crosshair, where you at? Reticle. There we go. Dot. Boom. Back on
Stanley
action.
realized he
Oh yeah,
felt a bit
that's way helpful
peculiar.
to have that little dot.
It
in the
was
middle.
a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
It's because
This
sometimes you just work a
question
job,
would
you
not
know,
go
for
unanswered
a long
long.
time, and then you realize, I don't actually like this job. I like my job.
Stanley walked straight ahead
But
through the large
Stanley
door
realized
that
he
read
didn't like his
Mind
job.
Control Facility.
Okay, mind control facility. Let's go. What is in the mind control facility? Probably mind control. Button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to
The
himself.
horrible
Did he
secret
have
this
the
place
strength
holds
to find out.
is the electric bill. I mean, look at all of those screens and lights. That's insane to think about how much that would cost to operate. Ooh, camera button.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Oh,
Their
where
true
am I?
nature revealed.
Hey, like, that's
Each
me.
bore the number of an employee in the
Oh my gosh, that's my office.
Stanley's
I'm not in there.
The
Crazy,
lives of
because
so
I'm
many
here.
individuals reduced to images on a
Yo,
screen.
it's somebody's house.
Stanley, one of them, eternally
Oh, this isn't just like work. This is like people's entire lives. Let's see what 526 got going on. 526, where you at? What you got going on? It's another office. That one's all corrupted with red letters. Fired? In we go on. Did I turn around? I bet I turned around. No, this is the right way. It's a box! Also, that click, that typing noise is when I click. So anything I click makes a typing noise. Almost as if I'm still at my desk.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
His emotions have been manipulated.
No. He refused to believe
That guy got fired
he
too.
couldn't accept it. His own
What a
life
pirate.
in someone else's
Pirate.
control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
I mean, well,
Had he truly
considering
spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
how much was in that room and was being
There was
observed.
the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over
Oops.
another human
Well,
life.
intercom.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I can't click on the intercom. Be funny. Click on. Be like, hey guys, just so you know, I'm in the mind control facility. Come and get me. Ah, yes. 5. do anything, but 5. Oh, somebody left in a hurry. Left all the documents on the floor. Can you read that? Looks like a invoice or something. Oh, it's blank. It's just lines on an invoice. It's blank. 5th annual. It's coming across like all blurry on my screen, so I'm not gonna try and read that. Mind control idle. Awaiting input. Controls. There's an S there. I can read. I promise.
Power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Putting an end to this horrible place and everything it stood for. All right, we're pushing off. I missed. Pushing off. Ooh, something happened.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Was it over? I don't see credits. It's not over. Yes. Plus, this game has like 40-something endings, won. So definitely not over.
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself.
I guess this would be like the canon ending.
Freedom was mere moments away.
This is
and yet
listening to everything the narrator says. So I guess this is
Stanley
just
reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How
they left, bro. His co-workers are gone because they got out before you did. Stanley sat at his desk for an hour after the mind control stopped.
Into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Isn't that all of our goal? Just to be happy. I mean, that's my goal with this channel. It's just, you know, if I can make one person laugh or one person just a little happier from my silly videos, that's a win. I will take that win.
And that was all.
Just if I had one follower at the end of the day, and it's like, I love this content, it makes me laugh. That would be a win in my book.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
Is that even a door, or is it just like not
Stanley
rendering?
felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility.
I think this one's called the outside ending, which would make sense because now I'm outside. That was a crazy building. Was like in like a mountain complex. Oh, there's a bridge off in the distance.
And Stanley was.
That's how I build my Minecraft houses, like in the side of a mountain. So maybe they just built that whole office building in the side of a mountain. Hey, look, beat the game. I got an achievement. I think that's it, guys. I think that's the canon ending right there, or else I wouldn't have gotten an achievement for beating the game. I like this one. I've seen this ending before, so I'm gonna do it. Just lock myself in the office.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly.
Nope, I am an entry-level employee. I was not trained to make decisions. I was trained to type in keyboard cues.
Nothing will break me.
Just go back to my keyboard, pushing buttons.
Forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure beyond
I don't think years have gone by. According to my timer, 3 minutes was like the most that went by.
Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon,
yes.
Very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to.
I'm being spoken to right now.
He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Oh. There you go. 2 endings down. 40 to go.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Let's do the opposite
Stanley decided
of whatever
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
the narrator says. Whatever he says, just do the complete opposite. We're just going to go down here, back to the 2 doors.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Left.
This
Yes,
was
my
the
other
direct way
left.
to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Did Stanley know that? Sounds like Stanley doesn't know anything.
Lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh yes, admire the lounge. But he said to admire the lounge. We're doing the opposite. So no, we're not admiring. We're stopping.
Eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, the first open door? This door right here? There's no open door on my left. Ha! Going straight.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Let's see. Do not jump from the cargo lift. While it is in motion, will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. $5,000. So you will die, and we're gonna bill your family $5,000, and then send that to collections because the healthcare system is cooked. But this clearly says do not jump from the cargo lift, and maybe the narrator isn't saying it, but the game is saying it. And we said we're gonna do the opposite.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off.
So we're just gonna
yeet. I'm not sure, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story,
that was a quick death.
No one gets to tell him what to do. Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I mean, he's dead. I don't think anybody thinks he's powerful now.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Oh, look at this. That's my favorite office right there. Can I go in there?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. Nor did it advance the story in any way.
I think there's a door. If you click on it enough times.
Oh, please.
Oh, here we go.
Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yes, I am.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth?
Because of the game.
No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks.
Yes, 5
Now
clicks.
suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
20 times? Let's do it.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly.
Yes, clicking on a door 50 times is a noble cause. I'm doing it for charity. The Stanley charity.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley.
And I want to see a trophy.
A willingness
An
to
achievement.
go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Alright, 417, 20 clicks. Where is 417? Oh, here we go. Click on it a bunch of times.
Great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
No, that's going down, so we need to go back over here. 437. Why should be a door I can't even get to? There we go. 437. It's crazy. 429, 430. It just jumps to 437. Oh, because these are also... Oh, so some employees get their office. Some employees just get a cubicle. Like, yeah, 434, you just get this, like, half-quarter cubicle over here. Just... Yeah.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere.
Are we getting
now,
somewhere?
Door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
So down here's the lower numbers of doors, so it should be... Here we go.
Now, back to door number 437.
Putting my steps. Get my steps around the office. Yeah, everybody's missing. I'm apparently was under mind control, but an achievement. That's what I want.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Oh, the copy machine.
All right.
It's right on
Room
it.
417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
That was over here.
Okay. Now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419. Oh, this guy right here. Oh. Input. There's no jump in the game, so how do I get up here?
Yes!
Oh, there we go.
This is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Was that over here? Yeah.
We've almost got it.
Okay.
Now the copy machine, do that one again.
He liked the copy machine. Look how excited he was. He's like, click on the copy machine again!
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there it is!
We did it.
Click on door
Oh, wow.
435 times.
Amazing. Oh,
Did I click 435 times? Is that why it's click on door 435 times? Because maybe I clicked 435 times in total? Maybe that's what it really is.
Really now.
Or maybe I just am reading into it and this game is nonsense and I love it. Okay, so we fell to our death by ignoring the narrator, doing everything the opposite said. I do want to go on the lift.
When Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it.
I don't think what the narrator says changes
first, just to
a certain point. So
yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
Actually, I haven't.
Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Life without experiencing the break room. Too terrible. I feel like I'm in the office right now. Just like Jim, just like...
Really, really worth it being here in the room.
I'm gonna get sued by NBC for saying that.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, there was no open door on my left. Look, what open door? I don't see an open door. I see door 455. Door's closed. I love how the doors close behind you. It's like, hey, we gotta render all of this now, so this no longer exists. I love it. Okay, so let's go on the lift. I think I can get on this catwalk. So let's try that.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
No, I don't have feet. Actually, as you can see,
I realize that
a floating head.
Trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the
I don't trust anybody here. I was under mind control for God knows how long.
Neglecting Stanley.
So there we go. Boom.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
You know, for an office building where everybody was under mind control, this place is a mess. Like, if I was going to mind control all of my employees, I would at least make them tidy. I mean, look at this. This whole box is just everywhere. Invoices and documents all over the catwalk. They didn't even pick it up. I would be like, mind control. Employee 473. You spilled all this trash somehow under my control, but now I'm going to control you to pick it back up. Makes perfect sense to me. Danger everywhere. Danger, danger everywhere. Not even just danger everywhere. Danger, danger everywhere. And trash everywhere. Look at this bucket's nasty. I mean, look at all these papers. If I was controlling my employees, I'd be like, clean up your mess. You know, in the real world, I'm a manager at a bakery, and I would not let my employees be this messy. I'd be like, clean up your dough. 2B1. Why does this guy have a 2B1 instead of like a number? Is he like employee 2, but like the alternate version? So he's 2B1, and he's like the backup. And what if employee 2 like stops being mind controlled? That guy steps in. No buckets past this point. Oh, there is no buckets here, so there's 2B5. That's employee 2B4, 2B5. These are all employee 2's clones, because it's not just mind control. It's also cloning. Okay.
Stanley walked through the red door.
I don't think I'm gonna walk through the red door. I think I'm gonna go through the blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
See, the door I even came through is gone now, so we're just here. We exist in this plane. I'm gonna go through the blue door again.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
There's gotta be... Oh, there's the blue door.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley.
Oh, right.
So badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well,
I want to find out what lies at the end of every road, Mr. Narrator. Oh.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did.
Yes.
And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
This is exactly what I wanted to see. I thought this was a game on how games are made. And look at all these exposed textures. I mean, so educational.
What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me, you give me absolutely nothing.
Hot
so
take,
far.
I think skill trees are actually terrible.
Take a stab in the
Just
dark
let me
and
level up
decide
and
what
get
you
the
need
skills
to
in
see.
order that the game
There we
intended.
go.
Oh, look at that, a new
This
door.
already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go
Office
ahead, Stanley.
space,
Take it for a spin.
alternate iteration 14 alpha. So, if this is alternate iteration 14, where's the other 13?
Okay, I'm going to stop you there.
Please rate your experience.
Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
So if you want real critical feedback, you know what? I'm gonna say 3 because that helps you. Doesn't even help you.
Oh, of course. A 3.
Yes,
Really?
a 3.
Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Hmm?
It's so funny because I feel like a lot of people that like vote a 3 or like give like a 3-star review, it really is just
I
like
compiled a new version, and to be perfectly candid,
Oh,
I think I've
a new
knocked it out
version.
of the park.
I think
this
if they
one.
voted a
Let's take
3,
look.
they're just like they don't really want to make up their minds. They're just going with the middle option. Oh, the Stanley Parable World Leaderboard. You know, I've actually seen this before, and the first time I saw it, I thought it was real, but it's not real because nobody's completing this game in 22 seconds. 21.3% of players skip the intro sequence. That might actually be like a real statistic. Oh look, I'm last. I'm the last player. I'm Stanley 427, which isn't my gamer tag, but Stanley 427 is 4,328 out of, or I'm sorry, 9,328. I can read. Out of 9,328 players worldwide. Plus, I think there's a lot more players than that, you know, worldwide. A dead rat is online. I am one below an actually dead rat. And this hasn't been played for 7 hours. I've been playing for 27 minutes, Mr. Narrator. 7 hours is crazy. Alright, let's go through the orange door again. Let's see what's up right. Oh, it would be really cool if that went from 14 to 15. Alright, what's
Would
over
you
here?
say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through
That
the doors?
competitive leaderboard wasn't even real. You get a 1.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game.
She
I've
didn't
been
even
working
care.
on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play.
That's just like customer service.
wouldn't mind taking
I
a
had a terrible experience. Okay, anyway, I have this over here. Did you want fries?
In this game, the baby crawls
Okay.
left towards danger.
Okay.
You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the
That
artwork
looks like a
really
real
take
baby
notice.
image.
But of course, the message of the game.
And I hope that baby got paid well to
But
be in
you've
this
been playing
game.
it for about 4 hours. So why don't you
to play
give it
this game
4
for
hours
4
of play
hours.
to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I haven't checked all of the achievements, but it'd be really funny if there was an achievement for doing this for 4 hours. I'm not doing this for 4 hours. I'm not even doing this for 5 minutes. Bye, baby. It was nice to know you.
You heartless bastard.
Heartless.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
I
Because
mean,
if
I
it's
don't
the
hate
latter, I don't know
babies.
what to do.
My
I'm
son is
completely out
asleep
of
in the next
ideas.
room.
I
So, I
can't
mean,
think
if I
of a
hated babies, I don't think
single
he'd
thing
make
that
it
might
to
improve
4
the
years old.
experience
But
for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
oh, the lights are off.
Playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain?
Why don't we play someone else's game to just?
What do we have here?
Is he gonna open another game?
This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Would it be funny if I just go back to my Steam HUD and just like open a new game and just start playing that, and that's the rest of the channel? It's just me saying I'm playing the Stanley Parable. Oh, it's Firewatch.
What do you think this game is about, Stanley?
What?
What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
What is
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man,
creepy
spying
man.
on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
Just erotic purposes.
Yes, that must.
You know, there's actually a game. I think it's a Phasmophobia installment where you're in a Firewatch, but it is a horror game, and there's a creepy guy watching you the whole time. I saw somebody play it on YouTube, and I can't remember the exact context, but I'm pretty sure it's a Phasmophobia game, and there's like a creepy guy watching you, and that's kind of like the whole point of the horror behind it. It was interesting to watch, even though I can't remember any details about it, but believe me, it was interesting. Those mountains are cool. I feel like this is a pretty accurate representation of Firewatch. Even though it's in the Stanley Parable. Back to my earlier point, it would be really funny if, like, when he said, "Oh, let's play another game," if I just, go back to the Steam HUD and just open another game and put every episode as it's the Stanley Parable, but it's just me playing another game.
It is. It's an open world
yes.
game. Good God, quickly
it is an open world game.
Off.
And now it's a brick wall game.
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close
I will go the other direction.
I really wandered off into that
Oh,
thing,
he put walls all the way
just
around.
Wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any. Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay.
We're not out of the woods. We're smack dab in the woods.
Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable
walls. What's a game with insurmountable walls? I'm trying to think of like a game with a lot of walls. We're loading it. Oh my gosh, insurmountable walls. The walls go all the way up the ceiling and down the other side. We're actually in Rocket League. That actually says Rocket League.
Any possibility that you could get lost here.
Can they do that?
This is game design.
Like, did they have to get permission from Rocket League?
I will be phenomenal.
I mean, you would think yes, right? Like, they would have to contact Epic Games and be like, hey, can we use your game in our game?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay,
there's lots of cars in the back, but there's no racetrack.
Back here. Is this game sports ball?
Sports ball.
I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun.
That sounds like...
We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together.
My son watches Bluey, and that sounds like something they would say in Bluey, like, "Oh my gosh, it's sports ball!" Oh, that is huge. I'm very small compared to the soccer ball. I could still face punch it, I guess, while typing on my keyboard. Oh my gosh!
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this?
Where did it go in?
Is it better than my
oh my gosh
story that I worked so hard on?
Bye,
Stanley,
sports
I have
ball.
a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal...
Oh, pick up speed!
Oh! Balls makes
I can go a lot faster here than normally.
Sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
Another ball. Ooh, two balls.
Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing,
yes.
doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have
a child in a confectionery shop. That's the most...
More balls.
Like, proper... Oh my gosh, so many balls. Did I score the goal on that one? I don't even know. Punch. I mean, I guess not punch. It's a soccer ball. Yes, I'm enjoying this.
Is this a real video game?
Yes, this is a real video game. This is what you failed to make, narrator. Just kidding, I'm actually having a... Oh my gosh, you deleted the ball before I scored the goal.
I say go.
I'm pretty sure that's...
to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries.
He just said this is my game, and what I say goes.
Video games are nothing.
But he just told me we're playing somebody else's game.
Structure. I'm your sense of purpose, and since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
I'm walking towards the hole that I saw earlier. I think I have to go down it to progress. I mean, or I could just reset the game, but I don't want to do that. Was the hole gone? No, it's there. Is it? Yeah, okay. Whee!
What are you doing?
Whee! Hold on, what are you doing? I'm falling to my death again. Whoa. That's cool.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come.
You know, it's really funny because a lot of games, they'll put like a structure of the game under the map. Like you'll be in a building, but the actual inside of the building is under the main map, and they kind of layer it that way. I'm not a programmer. I read a lot of, you know, fun facts, and I've read that before, and it's kind of funny because I feel like this is what kind of this is referencing. It's like, hey, you're in now one of the structures under the map. We didn't finish it, and that's why it's still got all these like exposed textures and the orange blocks. I don't think I can go anywhere. I think anywhere I go, I'm just gonna fall to my death. So let's do it. All right, we're going this corner particularly. Whee! Smack. Oh, this is like this is different. This is giving me like crazy like PlayStation 3 vibes or like Xbox 360 vibes, where it's like, hey, like the textures are pretty good, but then like the doors are really crude. And you know, we used to think those graphics were great. We're like, oh, this is basically real. And now we look at those graphics and we're like, we played on this? It's crazy how far technology has come. Oh, look, a door. Look, another door. This is interesting. I wonder if this was like a concept of like, hey, this is how we originally designed the office, but we didn't love it, but we still wanted to put it in the game. So we like put it in this like extra ending. Oh, that's interesting. Those computers are weird. I wish I could like zoom in and see what's on those computers. There's a light on down here. That's promising. You know, I don't love the green carpet. The rest is perfectly fine. The green carpet. Oh, look, it's 427. See, it's like an older version of The Office. It's like if the office that Stanley works in were to go back like 50 years, this would be the design. This looks like a prison cell. I mean, I've never been to prison. I mean, not in a prison cell, like an interrogation room. Because like, it's got like the double-sided glass over there. But I just need to click on... I'm at a loss here. I really don't know... Oh, I guess that was it.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gone...
No, I wanted to work in the office 50 years ago, so I time traveled. Before there were narrators. There was no narrators 50 years ago.
The heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me.
Soda's really good.
Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am.
The ADHD urge to have multiple drinks.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way.
Soda and tea.
Once this ends,
same
after
time.
it all comes to
I'm a
close,
rebel.
then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
The end will be here soon, very soon, but then every time it loads, like the end is never the end, there's never the end, there's never the end, there's never the end. I hope this video comes out good. This is my first episode, and if it doesn't come out good, I'm gonna be so sad. We've been recording for a good minute now, and oh, it's blue!
All of his co-workers were gone.
Why is it blue now?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That's cool. Changes.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door and
I feel like there's still more to the right we haven't
This was
explored.
not the correct way to the
I'm
meeting
sure
room,
there's
and
more to the
Stanley
left
was
we haven't
perfectly
explored.
well. Perhaps he wanted
But
to
he
stop
wants
by
us
the
to go
employee
left.
lounge first, just to admire it.
You know, the employee lounge is
The
great.
lounge
I
was
mean, everybody loves a good break room, and it's different colored. It's got
What was it about
couches and a
this
soda
room
machine.
that called so
That's
good
only $1.25
and
a
so
soda.
personally to Stanley?
I mean, I don't even know if
But
that's
eager to get
not
back
good.
to
I don't know.
business, Stanley took the
I don't
first
actually
open door on his
use a
left.
soda machine. Are soda machines even really
And so he
prevalent
detoured
anymore?
through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got
The
back on
maintenance
track.
section. I mean, see, look, these employees are being mind controlled, and they just got boxes on the floor. Why is there paintings in the maintenance room? Don't get me wrong, I'm having a great time with this game. And I'm sure every little niche detail has a comic purpose, but I just think it's funny how messy the employees are. People are going to watch this and be like, oh my gosh, Trevor, you're such a manager. It's like, I am, sorry.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
Whoa, that door closed fast.
From here, it's, left.
Is it left, though?
Oh, no.
Oh.
No, it's to the right, my mistake.
The doors are opening and closing really fast.
No,
Oh my gosh.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was
Right?
it?
He's like, why would I tell you to go right? I've been telling you to go left the whole time.
Wait a minute, please.
Why would I change my mind right now?
No, let's
He's rustling
see.
papers. He's checking the script.
Right, left, down, left, right. Yep.
No, it's up, down, left, right, B, A, start.
Okay,
Everybody knows that.
This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
I don't like that. Wait, what? Okay, there's a garage door here that would imply like this is like a 2-vehicle garage, right? And then where did the garage go? This is a placebo garage door. We want you to believe it's a garage door, but it's not. Okay, going down the maintenance shaft, I guess. Hey, we're back here!
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
Okay, I'm closing my eyes, narrator. What do I do now?
Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
The whole story is unusable.
Rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Take it from the top. We'll fix it in post, guys. No worries. We'll edit all of this out. Make it all make sense.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. So we're going to go through the door on the right again. It's closed.
When
Whoa.
Wait, what? No.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe version, now with more doors.
Everything should be... Well, did something change?
Look at the door behind the chairs like that.
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room?
Yes, I changed everything. I opened the game source code. I added 64 hours of more content where there's now more doors.
It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay then, it's an adventure.
It's an adventure.
Come,
It's
Stanley.
the
Let's find the
early
story.
Atari game called Adventure Now, which apparently was like the first game to have an Easter egg, according to Ready Player One, the movie. Okay, we're just gonna keep the chairs. Wait a second. Oh, hey, look. It's like what? And now I'm behind the door with the chairs. Like I can't even go through here.
I'll say it.
Why is there office chairs in the corner? That's the timeout chair. The employee that didn't punch his buttons fast enough, he has to sit in that chair.
Restart the game again. Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
He says, I feel
Let's
like
give it a
it's,
shot.
not likely we're going to progress from restarting the game over and over again. As this isn't that the whole point of the game, to keep restarting and getting different endings. Okay, back to the top.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply...
I couldn't be the narrator for this game. I mean, obviously I'm not a narrator, but it's going to be different again, isn't it? The doors are gone. But I couldn't be the narrator for this game because I would start laughing because I would know, like, oh, this is going to be a total, like, mind manipulation moment for the player, and I would just die laughing, and they'd be like, okay, man, take it from the top. You screwed down one up again.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
It's worse.
I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction?
The narrator is so confuzzled right now. He's like, I don't know what you did, but you did something. I broke the game. I went to one of the structures under the map, and now everything's broken. Obviously, this is all part of the game, but it would be really funny if that...
Aha!
Ah, yes! We're blue again.
Something. The story. Here it comes.
I'm going in a circle.
No, wait.
No.
Never mind.
It's a
Not
dead
the
end.
story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
We done Okay, that makes no sense. How does that even work? See, this is why I'm using the backgrounds. The backrooms background is because I feel like this game is the backrooms. The Stanley Parable invented the backrooms unintentionally. Ooh.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't...
I love how all the
recall,
windows are
but
just
I believe
white.
my story took place in an office building.
It's because the building's in a mountain.
Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
No, I don't remember anything
You know
because I
what?
was under mind control.
Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Yeah, I win! I am the
I
winner!
know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Thank you, Mr. Narrator, sir.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and
I listened to
square,
you.
and this was
That's
not
pretty
one of
much
those situations.
a lot of work
Okay?
deserving of a
I'm
win.
getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
What is... Was that like a sleep... Oh.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
The Stanley Parable
Just
Adventure
follow the
Line.
line.
Trademark.
How simple is that?
Line trademark. If I just shut myself in my office again. Okay, we're following the line. Okay. I saw this in another playthrough, actually, and there's going to be some funny music. Not funny,
See?
but like whimsical
The line
music.
knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley.
The
to
line knows where the
destination.
story is. Why does this look like a question mark?
Here's
And
the
look, more mess. I mean,
Wherever we
if
end up
all
beyond
the
destination,
employees are
there
under
is a
heavy
story
mind
there.
control, who's making the
Another
messes?
way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's
I'm following the line whether I like it or
of
not.
that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
Yeah, narrator, you're
Well, I'd
you're
like
getting
to
too
apologize.
deep, man.
Not sure where
This is
I
a
was
video
going.
game. We do this to
You know
escape
what?
thinking,
I
not
think
to
what we
think
need
more.
right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
That lamp. Oh, the whimsical music. Just as confused as you are. I feel like I'm conquering a new continent with this whimsical music. This line's getting messy. Oh yes, have this report on my office by Thursday, Jason. Zigzags. Following the line whether I like it or not. The game will not allow me to deviate. Ah, red light! It's like a turn green. I'm gonna run it. Monthly ledgers. Corporate imbalances. Financial records. Annual reviews, consolidation reports. Departmental accounts. Personal files. Where's mine? Stanley. Budget analysis. Oh, please no.
Wait, cut the music, go back, and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay, let's take a screen capture real quick. Okay, and that apparently will be important later. How though? Nice. He's got to be messing with me. 4. Okay. Like, see, like the textures on this one are so much nicer than that like old school office. Like even the door actually has a handle instead of like an image of a handle.
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
What?
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story?
What's the start?
Is any of this ringing a bell?
He's talking to the line. He's like, no. Stanley, we're not talking to you anymore. I'm talking to the line now. Stanley, you're not important anymore. The line... Oh.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this
So, like,
to us? And after we
my office is, like, right behind that screen 51 right there.
No, I can't take this anymore.
That's how close I was to the mind control facility the whole time. Oh, loading. Stanley Parable Adventure Line again. It's back.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget.
Did you just close a door
What's it ever done for us?
in my
We're
face?
intelligent people, right?
That
Why
is
can't we make up our own
incredibly
story?
rude.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
I'm gonna get murdered. I'm gonna go in this door. Narrator's gonna be like, congratulations, Stanley. I'm actually a murderer. Nope.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Oh my gosh, I'm stuck in an infinite loop. I knew I was gonna get
Use
murdered.
your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready
Oh,
for it.
that's crazy. Like, wall? Just kidding, there is no wall. It's path. I was in a loop for like a solid, 10 seconds. Oh, Line's back. Hi, Line.
Stanley, I'd also
just
like
said
to veto the
trademark
right of
on
having
you.
any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms.
The legal team was heavily backing this line.
Fine.
Oh, the line's getting a little messy here. Not good. Oh, the line said, you know what? We're going to space. Have fun in space, Line. We'll miss you dearly. Oh.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Narrator, the story's always been in your
We mustn't
control.
Squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Oh, walk in circles.
Okay.
Making my
I
way
know that
downtown.
each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
The narrator's
Starting
getting deep
from
in the
right,
sauce.
Let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny.
Let's go! I feel like both of these doors are gonna go into this same room. I wonder if I do this ending again, like later, if it'll be the left door instead. I knew it! I knew it!
What's this?
The confusion ending.
The confusion ending. You're telling me
This room, end up in
that's
my
what
room,
this
narrator
is?
restarts the
It's all
game.
one giant ending.
Discover the
And
true
we're
door.
supposed to restart the game.
Aimless wandering.
times?
Restarts the game again.
That's really how all this goes? It's all
Adventure line, nonsense,
determined?
philosophy, and music.
So now, according
That
to
philosophy
the
was
schedule,
not
I restart
nonsense.
again.
It was
Then
deep
what?
in the sauce.
Am I just supposed to
From
forget?
the office, from our
Well, what
room.
if I don't want to forget? My mind goes
Fifth
blank
restart.
simply because it's written here on
Narrator
this
forgets about previous
thing.
restarts.
Wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide?
Game
Why
restarts on
don't
its
I
own.
get a say in all
Follow
of
line
this?
again.
Is it
Again,
really-
following line. Follow line to
No,
decode
it
how
can't
the
be.
office is beginning to
I don't
deteriorate.
want it to be.
Attempt to
I
make up a
want the
story
game to
here.
keep
Narrator restarts the
restarting.
game.
I don't want to forget what's going
There is
on.
no longer an
I
office,
don't want
simply
to be
black
trapped like
space.
this. I won't
Wander in the
restart
blackness.
the
Find a
game. I won't
bookstore.
do
You know
it.
what?
I
That
won't
sounds
do
great.
it.
Let's
I
just
won't do it. And the timer stopped?
The timer stopped.
Does that mean, did we do
Get
it?
bored and leave
Did we
during
break the
cycle.
cycle?
I mean, if I
Whatever
end
it
up in a
is that
black
we
hole,
schedule,
and in the middle of the black hole there's a Barnes and Noble, I'm probably gonna stop too.
something happened? So,
The narrator is gone after a long time. Stanley dies.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in
I
the
guess in some way
destination or the
everything is a
journey,
story.
though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are.
Well, I would hope life is about the journey, Mr. Narrator, because if life is about the destination, we would just be born and then die. Ah! That was a weird sound at the end there. It was like a fax machine, like, crashing out. Also, I don't think the clock actually moves. I think it's stuck at like 9:56 like the whole time. Let's see. Let's see if the clock moves. Second hand's almost all the way around. Just stays right there on the floor. Yeah, the minute hand didn't move. The clock's always... We are permanently... Oh, actually, hold on. It's actually 11:20. So we're permanently stuck at 11:20. I don't know what I was thinking before. I wasn't actually paying attention to the clock. Are they all at the same time? They're at different times. Oh, the clocks are all different. Because they're all being mind controlled. It doesn't matter. The clocks are there for decoration. This one's at... Okay, so that one's at 11:20 too. That one's also at 11:20. So is it that one clock? I'm so far off the beaten path now. I'm on an ADHD trip. Yeah, that clock's different. Just that one. Can I click on it? Turn that off. I hate Mondays. Don't we all? Like, oh, the weekend's over. Oh, the end is never the end is never the end. Oh. No, be gone. Who farted? You know, that would be like, this is the guy that sits at desk 433 is like the dad. You know, he's like a little bit older than everybody else in the office. He's like, who farted? I can see it. No, get rid of that. Number one dad. So number one dad is the slightly younger dad in the office. So this is the oldest dad. This is like the office dad. And this is like a guy that like just had a kid. And he's really proud of it. And his invoices are all overdue. And he's about to get fired. But he's so stoked about being a dad. 435. We see you. We see you, 435. This guy's got 2 drinks. I like work. I just hate my boss. I feel like people would say that about me. Like, I love working here, but Trevor sucks. I'm just kidding. Actually, people tell me I'm a great boss, but they might just be lying to me. Smile. Painting. What does his cup say? Be my Valentine. Aww. Somebody was like, be my Valentine. Here's a mug. And he said no, but he kept the mug. Or she kept the mug. Who knows? Who farted again? We're no longer playing the Stanley Parable. We're now playing Guess That Mug. What do you think this one's going to say? Also, who farted? Oh, waiting input. Boop. Input receipt. We're now playing Guess That Mug. What do you think the mugs are going to say? I think that's all the mugs, because I don't think there's any more desks. Let's do one more ending, and then we'll call it.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Let's go left. Let's go left. Let's go downstairs instead of upstairs over here.
Yet there was not a single
Tips for
person
not
around.
getting fired. Talk less. Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no expectation of getting promoted. Sounds about right. We've all been there.
Staircase, Stanley walked upstairs.
Oh, I walked upstairs? No, this is upstairs, but down, Mr. Narrator. Another overdue invoice. Ugh, typical for this place.
But Stanley
AB 1112.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
He left his post during work hours?
For that.
You would get fired
And
for
in
that.
such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
This game came out in 2022, and the economy's only gotten more competitive.
His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley.
No, boss, I'm not crazy. Everybody out there is gone. They all left. I'm the best employee now, by virtue of everyone else being gone.
For no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
None of this makes any lot. What?
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Okay.
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
I made a comment on that earlier. I don't have feet.
Automatically behind him wherever he went.
Why did they close the
And for
doors?
that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
This room still looks familiar. This is not the same
No, Stanley
1997 Honda Civic. I'm sure of it.
And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue.
What's on the tip of
He
my
just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled.
This is a completely different 1997 Honda Civic. I don't even know if that's what this car is based on.
To have finally found an answer. An explanation. His
69HZ27C.
co-workers weren't actually gone.
What if that changes?
He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
He wasn't crazy after all. He fell to his death multiple times and survived, but he's not crazy.
Go back to my boring real-life
These
job
rooms
pushing
are
buttons.
repeating.
I may as
But like
well
in, like,
enjoy this
it's in
while I'm
random
still
order.
lucid. So,
Oh my gosh, a brand new, different
he began to
1997 Honda
drift
Civic.
above the ground.
Whoa!
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a
Soaring through
magical
space.
starfield, and it too appeared. It was so
This
much
isn't
fun.
soaring through space.
Stanley
This is just the
marveled that he
same
still
room, but with
remembered.
dust
How
mites,
was
and the
he
lights are
remaining
gone.
so lucid?
And a brand new 1997 Honda Civic. That's not the same one, even though it has the same license plate. Completely different. These are different rooms. I'm not
Why is there
crazy.
a voice in my head
Copy machine.
dictating everything that I'm
Somebody
doing and
needs to,
thinking?
like, fix this
Now
copy
the
machine.
voice
It's
was
like, bust it up.
describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Oh.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth
Yeah, we all
was
have
that, of
narrators in
course,
our dreams.
this was not a dream.
Not really.
How could it be?
But,
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't...
you know, not everybody has that voice inside their head. Like, some people, they can,
Stanley
you know,
is as awake right
think
now as he's
in their
ever been
head.
in his life.
like, you hear your own voice, like, thinking in your head, like, saying things. And some people, there's, like, a percentage of people,
After all,
you know, you can fact check me on this. I don't know the actual percentage. There's a percentage of people that don't have
did the
that.
voice not see
Like, they
a
don't
photo
have
of
an
the
internal
magical
monologue.
stars just a moment ago?
I found that
How
out,
does
and I was
the
like,
voice
whoa.
explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely.
A brand new 1997 Honda Civic! Yes!
He would prove that he was in control. That this was
I am
a
in
dream.
control. This is my brand new 1997 Honda Civic.
Gently. And he invited himself to wake up.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin.
The cool way of
The
the blanket.
press of the mattress on his back.
Press the mattress.
The fresh air of a
The calming presence of the Honda Civic.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Let me wake up.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be
But I'm not
over.
through with that Civic.
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife
Oh, he's got a wife.
and my job. All I want is
Nice.
my life exactly the way it's always
If he's
been.
under mind control, how does he have a wife?
My life is normal.
I don't want to think about that.
Normal.
I don't want to think about that. That is...
I am okay.
I'm not okay. Ah, my Civic! Yes, I am okay. I'm good. Wait.
Stanley began screaming.
My Civic!
Someone wake me up. My name is Stanley.
Let's go,
I
let's
have
go.
a boss. I have
Let's
an
go.
office. I am real. Please, just someone tell
Oh my
me.
gosh, everything's turning red.
Be real. I must be. Can anyone?
This is what happens when you get fired. Oh no, I'm getting fired. Ah!
And everything went black.
Oh. The end is ever the end is ever the end.
This is
No.
the story of a woman named
Oh, I'm a new character. Let's go, Mariella. That's me now.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Okay.
She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings.
Oh no, I'm dead.
Work. But on this particular day,
I
her
died.
walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself.
Maybe he wasn't
Then
mind
collapsed
controlled.
dead on the
There's my
sidewalk.
Civic.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man.
Oh, look, a dead guy.
He was obviously
What are the
crazy.
odds?
This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people do.
Everyone knows what crazy people look like is kind of true. Like, sometimes you just look at somebody like, that guy or that girl is insane.
I am in control of my
They're nuts.
mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was
Marielle's a narcissist.
and in a certain way,
I'm
seeing
normal.
this
I'm
man made her
fine.
feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had
It is so crazy how much your career actually does affect your life. Like, what you do for work is gonna
and then she turned.
affect everything. I guess that's it. Okay, so go downstairs, you die, and then I'm back to the blue office. I guess that's one of like the rotations, but yeah. So if you go downstairs, you die. That's the moral of the story. That's the point of the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Is if you go downstairs, you die, and somebody named Mariella will think you're crazy and dead. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna call it there. I think that was a pretty good first episode. I think that's actually a little bit long for a first episode. I might even have to cut a little bit of it, or people are gonna be like, dang, dude, your first episode, you took a whole hour. You think we are crazy? You think we're gonna go down the stairs and die? Anyway, if you watched this far, thank you so much. I'm really excited about getting this content going. Here in a couple days, we're gonna have some more content with some friends and I. We're gonna play some games together. We're really excited to get all this going. We're gonna even come up with a joint channel. It's all gonna be really exciting. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys, find this enjoyable. I hope maybe we got some laughs. Hopefully this catches some traction, and we'll have some more laughs in the future. But hit a like. Send some comments. I think I only have like 6 subscribers right now, so I will respond to all the comments. But we'll see you guys in the next one.